Have you already heard you can't pour from an empty cup? If you wake up already tired, you push through fatigue, and you mistake momentum for energy, I want to invite you into a deeper conversation, not about productivity, but about rhythm. Not about burnout recovery, but about energy mastery. Because the way we rest determines the way we live. I'm Mina Qandar, and this is Wellness All Seasons, where we explore holistic well-being for women navigating every season of life. And today, I'm going to share something that might feel radical, maybe even uncomfortable. The most powerful thing you can do for your energy today is to stop trying to manufacture more of it. Because here is what I have discovered working with women just like you. You don't have an energy problem, you have a rest problem. And the solution isn't another productivity hack or stronger cup of coffee. It's understanding that energy is the foundation of well being, and the rest is how we're protected. Stay with me because what I'm about to share will change the way you think about your day, your well being, and what it really means to thrive as women in any season of life. We live in a human energy crisis. Everywhere I look, I see women running on fumes, ambitious, compassionate, brilliant women who give to everyone except themselves. They are not lacking motivation, they are lacking restoration. We have been taught that rest is a reward, something we earn after doing enough. But rest is not optional, it's foundational. It's not a luxury, it's a biological necessity. When you deny your body rest, your mind starts paying the price with anxiety, irritability, brain fog, hormone imbalance, weight gain, or emotional reactions. These are your body's emergency signals that something fundamental needs to change. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you rested before you were exhausted? That's the shift. That's where true wellness begins. Rest is not laziness. It's a wellness strategy. This is the core of everything we do at Wellness All Seasons. Rest is not the opposite of productivity. It's not what you do when you have failed to keep up. It's not a reward you earn after proving your worth. Rest is strategic. Rest is intelligent. Rest is how high-performing women sustain themselves without burning out. Think about it this way. You would not expect your car to run without gas. You would not expect your garden to thrive without water, or your phone without battery. Yet we expect ourselves to keep giving, keep doing, keep showing up without replenishing the very resource that makes it all possible. And here is where it gets really interesting and where the actionable strategies come in. Because at Wellness All Seasons, we don't just talk about problems, we provide practical tools you can use today. The women I work with who feel most vibrant, most energized, most balanced, they are not the ones doing more. They are the ones who have learned to protect their energy through intentional rest. They understand that it's how we sustain clarity, creativity, and emotional resilience. Not someday, not when life calms down, not when the kids are grown or the promotion comes through, right now, in whatever season they are in. So what happens when we actually rest? Let's redefine rest. Rest is not laziness. It's a wellness strategy. an act of power. Rest is not about doing nothing, it's about doing what your energy truly needs. That might mean sleeping, meditating, walking, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. Rest looks different for everyone, but its purpose is universal: to renew the body, reset the mind, and reopen the heart. When we slow down, our brain restores focus. This is neuroscience, my friends. Your brain has something called the default mode network. It only activates when you are not actively focused on a task. When you are daydreaming, when you are taking a shower, when you are walking without your phone, when you are letting your mind wander. And this is when the magic happens. This is when your brain consolidates the day's learning and experiences, makes creative connections, processes emotions, plans for the future, literally cleans out cellular waste. Every brilliant idea, every moment of clarity, every time you have solved a problem that was frustrating you for days, I'm willing to bet it came during a rest moment, not during your hustle hours. But there is more. Let's talk about something crucial for women specifically: our nervous system. Our nervous system is like the operating system for our entire body. It controls our hormones, our digestion, our immune function, our sleep, our mood, everything. And it has two modes: sympathetic, go, 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 and parasympathetic, rest and restore. Here is what most women don't realize. Your nervous system resets when you give it permission to downshift into parasympathetic mode. But if you are constantly rushing, multitasking, worrying, managing, your body literally can't perform its restoration functions. You can't digest properly. You can't sleep deeply. You can't regulate your hormones. You can't fight inflammation. And for women, this is especially critical because our hormones are incredibly sensitive to stress. When our nervous system is chronically activated, your cortisol stays elevated, which draws off your estrogen, progesterone, thyroid, and insulin. So when I talk about rest being foundational, I'm not being dramatic. I'm telling you that rest is literally how your body performs its most critical maintenance and repair functions. And creativity, our creativity reignites when we stop pushing and start allowing. When your nervous system feels safe, when you are not in survival mode, that's when innovation happens. That's when you can think bigger, dream bolder, solve problems more elegantly. This is why some of my best ideas for serving you during wellness all seasons don't come when I'm at my desk. They come during my morning walk, in the middle of my yoga practice, when I'm cooking dinner without checking my phone. Your creativity, your clarity, your capacity to show up as your best self, it's all waiting for you on the other side of rest. Now, let's talk about something absolutely central to the wellness all seasons approach: the concept of seasons. Because here is what I have learned both personally and through working with women in every stage of life. True well-being comes from rhythm, not resistance. What does that mean practically? It means recognizing that you have natural rhythms, daily, monthly, and across the seasons of your life, and working with them instead of against them. Let's start with your monthly cycle. If you are menstruating, you have 4 distinct hormonal phases each month, and each one comes with different energy levels, different strength, different needs. If you are in premenopause or menopause, your rhythms shift but don't disappear. You might notice you need more rest during certain weeks, or that your energy peaks at different times than it used to. And beyond your monthly cycle, you are in a season of life right now. Maybe you are in the season of new motherhood with young children. Maybe building your career, supporting aging parents, navigating perimenopause, or rediscovering yourself as kids leave home, or managing a health challenge. Each season has different demands, different gifts, and different rest requirements. My friends, knowing when to act and when to rest, this is the wisdom that changes everything. This is what allows you to be productive without burning out, to achieve without sacrificing your health, to show up for others without losing yourself. This is not about perfect balance. Let me be really clear about that. Balance suggested some kind of equal distribution that's honestly impossible when you are juggling work, family, health, relationships, and personal growth. Instead, we are talking about rhythm, about understanding that some days, some seasons will require more output, and that's okay, as well as you are also honoring the days and seasons that require more input, more rest, more restoration. Resistance is when you fight against where you are, when you try to have the energy of a 25-year-old when you are 45 or 50 or more, when you expect yourself to function the same way during your menstrual phase as during ovulation, when you compare your busy season with young kids to someone whose kids are grown. A rhythm is when you acknowledge this is the season I'm in. These are the resources I have right now. How can I work with this reality instead of against it? That's the holistic approach we embrace at Wellness All Seasons, because wellness is not one size fits all, and it's definitely not static. It evolves with you. Let's see the practical energy strategy. You can say, yes, okay, so we are hearing all of this and thinking, Mina, this sounds great in theory, but I have actual responsibilities. I can't just rest whenever I feel like it. I have deadlines, kids to feed. Trust me, I get it. So let's get into the actionable wellness strategies, the practical tools you can implement starting today. Because energy is not endless, but here is the good news. Energy is managed through recovery, clarity, and compassion toward ourselves. Let's talk about recovery. Recovery doesn't mean taking a week-long vacation, though that's lovely when you can. Recovery means building micro moments of restoration into your day. These are deposits in your energy account that prevent you from going bankrupt. Here are some practical recovery tools. The first one, take 15-second reset. Between tasks or meetings, close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. This signals your nervous system to downshift, even briefly. The second one, instead of back-to-back meetings or tasks, build in 5 to 10-minute buffers. Use this time to stretch, step outside, or simply stare out the window. The third one, the sacred morning. Protect the first 30 minutes of your day. Before you check your phone, before you tend to others, do something nourishing for yourself. This could be meditation, journaling, gentle movement, or simply drinking your glass of water or tea or smoothie in peace. Number 4, once a day, reduce sensory input. This might mean eating lunch without screens. It's my advice not to eat in front of your computer or your TV, driving without the radio, or spending 10 minutes in quiet. Number 5, the movement reset. Short movement breaks boost energy more than caffeine. A 5-minute walk, some stretches, or dancing is really great and shift your state. Now, let's talk about clarity. This is about knowing what actually deserves your energy. Here is a powerful exercise. Write down everything you did yesterday. Now, honestly, ask yourself, which of these things truly aligned with my priorities? Which were automatic yeses that should have been no's? Which were energy givers versus energy drainers? Clarity means saying no to good things so you can say yes to great things, letting go of others' expectation about what you should do, identifying your non-negotiable, like that morning routines or your workout time, recognizing that not everything on your to-do list is equally important. One practical tool, the energy audit. For 1 week, notice how you feel after every major activity or interaction, energized or depleted. This data will show you exactly where you need to set boundaries and where you might need to invest more time. Finally, compassion. This might be the most important and the hardest, especially for women who have been conditioned to put everyone else first. Energy is not created by sheer willpower. It's renewed through harmony. Harmony between pushing and resting, between giving and receiving, between doing and being. Self-compassion looks like recognizing I'm more tired than usual as information, not failure. Adjusting your expectations based on your current season. Talking to yourself like you would talk to your best friend. Letting go of the guilt around rest. Acknowledging that your worth is not tied to your productivity. Here is a mantra I use with my clients. I'm worthy of rest, not because I have earned it, but because I'm a human. My friends, your vibrant life awaits. So here is what I want you to understand as we close. Everything we have talked about today isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about fundamentally shifting how you approach your energy so you can actually feel vibrant in your daily life, which is exactly what we are here to do together. At Wellness All Seasons, we believe that you don't have to wait for the perfect season of life to feel good. You can feel healthier, happier, and more balanced right now in whatever season you are in. But it requires you to make a choice that might feel counterintuitive, to prioritize rest as much as you prioritize productivity. Let me give you 3 things to implement this week. Not overwhelm you, but gave you an actual starting point. Number one, the evening shutdown. Pick a time, 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., and create a hard boundary. No work emails, no problem solving, no productive tasks. Give yourself permission to just be. Number two, the weekly rest day. Choose one day when you significantly reduce your output. This doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing things that restore you. Read, take a long bath, go for a walk, cook a nourishing meal, connect with loved ones. Number three, the morning check-in. Before you start your day, ask yourself, what does my energy need today? Sometimes it needs gentle movement. Sometimes it needs fierce focused time. Sometimes it needs extra rest. Honor what comes up. These are not just nice ideas. These are practical tools that work. I have seen them transform the lives of women who thought they were destined to feel exhausted forever. Because here is the truth. Energy is managed through recovery, clarity, and compassion toward ourselves. When you embrace this, when you stop treating yourself like a machine that should perform regardless of input, everything shifts. Your mood improves, your sleep deepens, your relationships strengthen, your creativity returns, your health markers improve. You show up as a better parent, partner, friend, colleague, not because you are doing more, but because you are operating from a full tank instead of fumes. So here is my question for you today. And I genuinely want to hear from you in the comments. Is rest an active part of your overall well-being strategy or something you give yourself only when you crash? Be honest, because your answer will tell you everything about why your energy is where it is right now. And if you are realizing that rest has been a last resort rather than a strategy, there is no shame in that. Just an opportunity to choose differently, starting right now. Because you deserve to feel vibrant, not someday, not when life comes down, today, in this season, exactly as you are. Remember, rest is not optional, it's foundational. It's how we sustain ourselves through every season of life. I'm Mina Qandar, and thank you for spending this time with me on Wellness All Seasons. If this resonated with you, share it with another woman who needs permission to rest. And I will see you in the next episode where we will continue exploring what it means to embrace wellness in all aspects of our lives. Until then, be well and rest well. Drop a comment below what's one thing you are going to do this week to protect your energy through rest. Let's support each other in this journey. For more actionable wellness strategies and practical tools, subscribe to Wellness All Seasons with Mina and join our community of women choosing vibrant health in every season.